Hi, I'm Kat, and today I'm showing you how to make these miniature paper and polymer clay poinsettias. Hope you enjoy. I'm using wax paper for this project, and this is not like the wax paper that you have hanging around in your house. This is the really cheap wax paper that if you walk into a convenience store and you buy a donut, this is that kind of wax paper. So I'm going to coat this with a very thin layer of red watered down acrylic paint, and maybe 2 coats will do. And then once it's dry, turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. I also did the same thing in a light green and then a whitish yellow color. Starting with the red, go on ahead and cut that into a strip, fold it, and then cut in a petal shape. This will give you 4 petals. This is going to stick together a little bit, but you can separate it if you want to use your smallest ball tool or your X-Acto. Now use your ball tool to draw in some veins on it. This is going to help the paper curl up a little bit, and it's also going to provide a little texture to the petals. And then I did a smaller size, and then I even did a smaller size than that. So 3 small sizes of petals that I stuck onto a bit of polymer clay on the middle of another piece of wax paper. Once those are in place, you can use a little liquid clay. Dab it in the middle, and then put the next smallest size petal on the inside of those, in between the larger petals. Then one more time with the third smallest set of petals. Bake it, and then repeat the same thing with the white. And you can use the same shape to cut out green petals as well, in various sizes. Now you can pull the individual petals up so that they separate. Then I'm using some watered down white paint to give it a little bit of highlighting. There's no rhyme or reason to this, just in random spots and spaces, usually coming from the inside and also along the outside. And then do the same thing with the dark green, but only coming from the inside. Repeat the same steps with the white flowers, except this time you're going to use some light green that's been watered down, and then also almost like a pinkish color. Once that's complete, you can trace the veining on the petals with red paint and trace the veining on the leaves with dark green paint. For the stamen, I used a little liquid clay and then a little green polymer clay that I just kind of stuck on the inside. Pushed in place with a ball tool, and then I made a simple cane for the yellow and red part of the stamen. I simply rolled a small thin log of red inside of a strip of yellow, and roll it out till it's thin, then cut that in half, and then cut that in half, and then cut that in half. You should have about 8 of them there, and then roll those back out as well. Cut them off and put them on the inside of the green, just texturing it lightly with your ball tool. And for the pots, I just simply used some brown polymer clay that I rolled into tapered cylinders, and then using a little liquid clay, I stuck some wires on the inside. I baked them, and then I painted the wires green. And then I used a mixture of white glue, sand, and brown paint. Put that on the top, and then sprinkle a little bit of brown pastel over it to look like potting soil. You can use some red foil. Now this is the same type that you would get on, say, a Hershey's Kiss bar, or rather a Hershey's chocolate bar. You can purchase these on eBay. You can also rob them from your candy. And this particular one I actually took from the Thanksgiving ham. And just use a little glue. And glue it in place all around the pot. Then simply attach your flowers, and you're done. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.